Hi, everybody. Okay, so let's go through this stuff. We have Realms. What will be your nightmare? Gray Hawkins. Hey, bestie. Josh Newman, no relation. Jennifer Pew Pew Pew. Jordan Bunce. Ken Leshy-Zarish. Larry Hughes. Scott Colhart. Ike Camacho. Lisa Arendt. Tom Everard. Ryan Demon. Throw back a bottle of beer. Zuzutsu Riot. Run a comb through your cold black hair. Cobwebs and candlesticks. Hello, sir. Sarah R. Susan Atai. So many. Oh my gosh, so many. Wow. Susan Atai. John C. Michelle Schulte. Pops in the Tube. Hugo Cordier Lette. Cat Swift. Ross Richard. Did I do it right?
Did.
I did. Yes. Carol Borden. Paul Bennett. Hello. Masato K.
Yeah, another guy.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a while. Maybe it hasn't been a while, Masato, but just in case, you're getting a fist bump. And I'm going to, as soon as I'm done doing the announcements. Jeff Bull, hello. And Tina Kuziak. And Mike Manning. That's all you guys get. All right, now we go to live chat and see who got scrummed by the internet gods. Okay. Line Cook Thor 2006, Jamie Baxton. Not the longest name on YouTube anymore.
No.
But it's up there. I hear you. I've been busy over here as well. And Rue, remember that time you had a workspace?
Yep.
Well, when you broke the wall, you messed up your workspace. You tried to take my workspace.
No.
But this,
Dan took up all my workspace.
this
Previously.
is where the bear is going to happen.
Where the bare necessities.
Abby Coleman for the evening.
Hello, Kathy. Wait, what computer device should we be on? We should be on
Bare necessities.
Ozbot for now. Ozbot's like a good room cam. That's fine. Rue is not helping move things.
I'm sure not. Because you're kicking me out of my spot.
I haven't like officially gone with it yet. That's just the name of the video. And it's not like this is a one-off thing. This isn't something I'm going to offer. I don't really have to name it. This is going to have a rightful owner. He'll have to name it. So the Stream Elements robot, it just watches things for me. I'm sure I could get it to do more if I knew what it did in the first place. But everybody says I ought to have it, and so I do now.
It did tell us that someone subscribed.
Every now and then it'll say that someone subscribed.
And then after we get off, it said no one subscribed.
Hello, Monster Misfits.
Thank you, Scott Colhart. Say like, share, and subscribe.
Scott Colhart. That dude's awesome. All right, so I've got a little bit of EDA work to do. I want you guys to see where, let's put a tripod in. I don't know that I can.
Right, even asked, is it good for spamming?
This is the, I mean, I don't want it to spam. It's my robot. The robot works for me. I, for one, welcome our evil robot overlords.
I do my best tonight, guys, to keep up with comments, but I had a lot of stuff.
Remember all that EDA work that I did the other day? Doesn't that look kind of fine on there now that it's all based out? It all looks like it's one piece. Ezekiel Bradshaw is on. Hello. I don't know if it stops spammers. I don't know. I'm not living up to my full potential. Like my third grade teacher, Mrs. DeShield, always said. Alan does not live up to his full potential. And that is also true for Alan's robot friend.
Beavis is bear looks very cyborg.
He is a cyborg bear.
Matter how big it is. What y'all?
Or
Brian Beavis bear looks very peaceful. 1980 says meet the cyber 10 minutes.
Oh my, we're already starting with that, are we?
And so yeah.
How I have missed all of you.
cyber trip.
Remember that period of time when 1980 was too busy to get on the live feed? Well, that's over.
That's paint based. Is it paint based or plexiglass like sand?
This is paint. It's the latex mask, so it is latex mask paint. I have to grab some EVA and make some ears for him real quick.
Here, Andy Rogers just watching the video, catching live, then catching later live.
Yes, I launched Wednesday right before I went live. Yeah.
So we did love YouTube Wednesday.
You know what? I love Clash of the Titans. And I don't even feel that bad about it because, all right, so here is, let's go to Pip. Take them up a little bit. So, as a kid, like, I loved, like, barbarian movies, you know? Conan, Beastmaster, Clash of the Titans, like Sword and Sandals movies. The Lou Ferrigno Herculeses, all of the Sinbad movies, I love those. Like last year, I think I watched Beastmaster again. It's pretty rapey. Like, Beastmaster's not a good person. So, I like the Clash of the Titans. There's pretty much good people in it, except for the ones who are supposed to be bad. And I know it was a different time and different attitude, but yeah.
You notice it's very cool. This Angelique Lamb is Angelique from Georgia. Whose wife is running the couple family with
Oh. Oh, okay, gotcha. Red Sonja, I like that. Less rapey because Red Sonja was a tough chick. That was probably the most sexist way I could have said that. But I didn't want to say badass. Then I say the word ass.
Twice now. Right under the microphone.
I know, but I was telling you I didn't want to say that.
Andy Rogers has been out in the sun all day working on my lawn for cool. It's finally starting to look good. I had a rodent flying on the inside, so it made it took me a day off it.
Yeah. Some people might think that a rodent skeleton would be a bonus.
Impossible.
Oh, all right, Dan. Glad you guys arrived tonight. I had to find my dog yesterday morning. I had a super hard time doing it.
I am very sorry to hear that. That's always rough. Wasn't it Dead Heat where Joe Piscopo was a zombie cop?
Monster Biscuit says I need to make some monster fries.
Yeah.
Was it that you just watched
Not just, like,
it?
we had to take up watching everything from like 1983.
Fairly recently.
Bird. Yeah, got sunscreen.
Not just a catchy song.
Where's sunscreen?
That was terrible.
Anthony Pantano. Hey guys. And Kate says, yep, Dead Heat. That was me.
Hello, Anthony Pantano. I was watching your scabbard making adventures the other day. Hey, Ruth. Did you fix this?
Ow.
Had that perfectly precariously perched.
Yeah.
The perfect precarious.
Tell me again how great you're doing. goes.
Monster said, does he have a couple problems? And Brian says, you bet, next time I'm white, I'll work fast. Anthony Montano asked, did you like it?
Yes.
Yeah, I would think.
Yes, of course. If I did not like it, I wouldn't mention it. I would have just quietly let that go.
Brian Chow asked, so if I wanted to connect acrylic teeth to a latex mask, what piece should I use?
All right, so I would use contact cement because you need to have a little bit of flex. You could also use E6000. Your adhesive has to have a little bit of flex because your latex mask has flex and your acrylic teeth have none. So you need a glue with some flex to it. Or make yourself a mechanical connection of some kind. Poke a little hole, wire it on, and then use whatever glue you like.
Do we want to tell the YouTubers about our shop catastrophe of the day?
Nah.
Okay.
You know? Masada says, Periscope looks awesome.
Thank you.
Gary Chen says, hello from Minnesota. Mask looks so awesome. You have it in the Congress Commission?
No, this is for a customer, and we're going to ship it to them as soon as it's done. I want it to be out of my life. I want it to be
Minnesota, Bobby.
I want it to be a part of Justin Hill's life. Now, maybe Justin Hill will take it to MHC. I don't know.
Thank you, Scott Colhart, for sharing our Patreon. John C. said, 26-year-old James Seymour was Princess Farah and Sinbad in the Eye of the Tiger.
Rawr. I can't make good tiger noises, or else I would.
Anthony Pantano says, great, still more in the work in progress. Roger Square was awesome. Anybody else says, beware the side there. Keep megabytes.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Like, that was a really good one. I kind of want to make like the robot gear, like the dish in the Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
Like it's a little sonar radar dish. Probably
I
gonna
like that.
happen.
Patricia Hogarty says, hello, everyone.
It is. It is. Any evening where there's beast is better. Okay. So, also, I've decided that my first podcast that I'm doing, the podcast name is Better Living Through Monsters. I just about have the logo done and all that stuff. The first one is going to be all about Frankenstein and my thoughts on Frankenstein. So there you go. Because I have an hour worth of talking about Frankenstein.
Frankenstein and not the monster.
Frankenstein is the monster.
Why? I said why he should be called
Yes.
Frankenstein and not the monster.
John C. says, there's like a motherboard. No, not verbal.
Nice obscure Thundercats reference. Did you know that Burbles were on Thundercats, Stacy?
I did not.
That's because you are 12 years old.
The only Thundercats exposure I had was I had the book on tape.
I'll be honest, the Hulu cartoon, not that bad. I liked it. They added like relationship dynamics that the original never addressed. Which, kids don't want that crap.
Andrew Jackson, very looking cool. I'm so excited that for MHC to finally meet you all.
You know what? I really look forward to meeting all of you guys at MHC. Or just seeing you again. And if you meet me at Trans World, I hate to say this, it doesn't count. I'm so busy at Trans World that I may not even remember. I hate to say that, but there's a lot going on. We're meeting a couple hundred new people a day, and it's tough sometimes. A couple people, like thank goodness we had the Creepers gathering. at the Creepers gathering, I really got to sit with people and talk, and that really helped.
So we're gonna be trying to do something like that again at NHC.
We're doing something like that at MHC?
Yeah.
Well, I think we might be able to get like a small ballroom or meeting room for that.
Yeah, I think so. So I didn't ask you to go to any conventions besides Transworld.
IAPA, which is the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions, and I try to hit as many of the haunt shows as I can.
Bobby Garachek says just an hour talk with Frankenstein. There's so much. We look forward to hearing it.
There is so much.
Monster Day.
Is it just gonna be you talking for an hour?
I'm not even entirely sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I may get animated. I don't want to bring someone on just to yell at them for an hour, which is possible. We'll see. I may rotate guests.
I'll go. Come on, just be devil's advocate, even if I don't
Or
agree.
you could say Frankenstein specifically, like agree Victorian literature. So deep dive on that.
So another thing that I have to worry about is I don't want you guys, because like, what if the podcast becomes something where it's another hour or 3 a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not there, man. So
We're running out of hours in a week to be able to do this.
I need some of the things that I do to be unsuccessful so that I have time to do the other thing. And what I poured into my cup for the very concerned Cat Swift is iced tea. It's sweet tea. We bought this when family was in town, and I don't want it to go bad, so I'm drinking it. Howdy, Susie Gardner.
Hi, Mom. She's got a new doggo.
Really?
Yes, and sugar.
Sugar.
So now they have sugar and honey. My dad and Ann will name it conventions are
There's sugar and who?
sugar and honey.
Okay. Is the next dog's name going to be Because that would be good.
Maybe having out of 2 dogs?
No, man. 3 dogs are nothing. And get them all as puppies because that's smart.
Yep. Splatterhouse Studios says, where can we find the info on your podcast?
As soon as I release the info on my podcast, which I haven't done yet,
So realistically,
I'm keeping it pretty under wraps.
what's your like,
I'll record the first one this month.
Yeah.
I'll record the first one this month. But I want to have like 2 or 3
because they have a backlog.
before I release. I want to at least have 3, maybe 4. But I don't think it'll be a problem to be enough monster stuff for me to talk about.
CQCX says, okay, now I'm very excited for the FDA to sit there and talk like 100 people would be awesome.
I have to step like a few feet away and look at this because I did nothing on these ears. I just put them on there in a very Allen fashion. You know what? They're even enough and they're the right size. I can carry them.
They just got cooler for Lindsay Iapa.
I am.
Jennifer Pugh says, is Shannon still making you drink that fire cider stuff?
You know what? She isn't. Don't bring it up though, because she might just think that I forgot, or that. Yeah, don't remind her.
Ashley said, okay, worried that you were drinking, you're so tired of drinking chemical stuff.
No, I'm doing okay. I got good sleep last night. I hope to get more sleep tonight.
That's true. I'm well chased. They do have a third dog currently.
Is she a fine girl?
She's fine.
What a good wife she would be?
Good dog.
Yeah, good dog. Yeah, wife makes it weird. Yeah, that makes me happy. I'm happy with that. Now I get to paint a bear. I I need to get some spray adhesive.
Anna Burton says hello to the still beast and Stacy and Prue.
Hi.
Hello.
Why don't you get 6 volts?
Drew, do you have? Oh, do you need a wiring diagram?
I got it.
Okay. The power's in the middle.
Yeah.
Hello, Danette Burton. Don't burn up the switch. You don't burn up the pan.
Real hard to turn up the
Right,
switch.
right. Make sure to keep the magic smoke inside.
Ah, so you did see him wire up the fan.
I did what they told me to do. I can hardly be blamed.
What have we learned about taking advice from the internet?
Be selective.
Those are delicious quesadillas the wife made.
Really, really good.
Have you had one yet, Stacy?
I have not,
Boy, that is really hot. Not as good. Let me try to find another one. Wait, Stan brought some spray weldwood contacts of it. And
put it in a place.
Fetch it under the head.
probably what?
We can kind of call false.
No, I'm going in. My giving up is a different flavor than you're giving up.
Realms asks, Alex, how would you steal pool noodles if they're going to the outside?
I would not. Pool noodles are meant to live in a pool, and I would just let them live their life. If you really wanted to, you could shrink wrap them.
Because it's in Stan's office.
It may be. I'm going to check there, actually.
I found blue shop towels in the office.
He's a hoarder.
I was blue shop towels for a week. In the office. So,
Right, chop towel. Right.
No. That's frustrating because I know it's here, but I don't know where it's here.
unless you took it home. Wait, isn't it right there?
Where?
No, that's a gorilla.
That's it.
Oh, they on the page.
Uh-huh. Good job, Rue.
Jennifer Pugh asks, what am I making? I am making the apocalypse coat.
APOC coats for the costumes we sold at Transworld. Yeah, this is the spat reaction I wanted.
Yeah, it's better, man. reality switch power.
I hate to say this, but you probably don't have it wired up right. Don't think that you do. I understand. You could do it wrong more than once. So, all right, I was gonna. So, Rue, come here.
Battery, man. Little fold.
Come here, Rue.
Alright.
There you go.
Yep, that's the same as this.
Is it frozen?
Well, I turned off that part of it. We have tripod as Pip because Rue is using my phone. So right now we only have this one.
That's how that's okay.
The part that it's frozen on has your face. Look right there.
This is not how it is because you only have 4 wires coming out. So this has 6 wires coming out.
But the blue light should be on one side and the other side should be open because it's only got one.
From the battery, you have a red. Sorry guys, let's go to Ozbot.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go to switch.
Ozbot. Okay,
Hey, Ozbot!
it's okay. You don't have the battery going to the middle at all. You do. You have the battery going to the middle. Okay, so the battery is going in the middle, like it should. You try it on this end.
Mm-hmm.
Try using the switch just to interrupt one side. You know what I mean? Use the switches that interrupt on the positive line only.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yes.
That's how I always use switches.
Yeah. It's confusing me, that's the furniture.
Now it's phone cam back. Yeah!
It refuses scanning junk cats. I don't see any.
Not yet. Also, the sewing machine is a noise they do not like.
Sorry. I didn't listen to it.
So this is why I like the weldwood in the can. See all that bubbly texture? I'll do some more right here for you. Put that on, real loose and goofy. And then you use the heat gun to boil it. And as it boils, it bubbles up, and then the bubbles pop, and it looks like just messed up skin. But then the heat also makes it turn into plastic. So this is like plastic on here. That's what that feels like. Rue is a cool cat.
One cat was declined the hard one, so the hard one, so why do you pretty cool technique?
Thanks. and this is all solid. That's not sticky anymore, and it's really on there. Because it's made of adhesive. Adhesive. Hey, that's me.
It's you.
Put it back. No one can see that.
Choice.
So now we get to have the fun of painting.
Gonna paint that bear.
Gonna paint that bear, bear, bear.
Bobby Bear check. That's so cool. Making the skin look like a really bad burn.
It does look like a bird.
That sounds like noise.
Yeah, so I was just making sure the fan still worked.
That didn't sound like a working computer thing.
Yeah, it worked.
Well, when that one smokes, you see I bought two.
Thank you, Scott Goldhart, for sharing our cheese spray.
Dan McCorson, that guy's awesome. He should get a fist bump. Oh, that was like he got a snail.
What?
He got capitalism.
Now,
Boom. All right, so the hotkeys that I use are also just regular computer hotkeys. So if the mouse isn't in the right spot, then weird things happen.
See, because this spooky brought a spider the other day, as big as my head, and got mad when I closed it. That's spray.
Good job, Spooky. Spooky thought you needed that spider. Well, I did shake this paint, so I guess zombie snail was appropriate. Have you turned the fan on since you decided it? That's the problem.
yeah. I'll leave it on long enough for the way.
I don't think that, I can smell the computer fan working and that's never good.
I know what it is.
What's that?
It is that nice metal
Cage?
cover that they give you for it.
Probably tweaked it a bit and zip tied it down. Unzip tie it, untweak it, zip tie it back. Yarr. Yeah,
Never too late. You can still fix it.
that's right.
We can rebuild it.
You must fix your mistakes no matter how long it took you to make them.
Oh, that's the hardest life advice.
Doesn't it suck?
But I dumped a lot of time into making this mistake, dang it.
Huh? So far, it's been my favorite mistake. And yet, we can fix it.
Even those 12 years.
This is cats are gonna like this.
I am-
Says when he walks by, he bites your shit bone, just walks on by.
I am blessed with cats with a lot of personality right now.
Definitely a cat with a lot of personality. Your cats have all of the personality.
Way too much personality.
Cats have their own talent filters. That's how I'm
One person might even say they're buttholes. So on this side, the bear gets war paint, which is cool.
Gray Hawkins says, hi, I'm back.
Hello, Gray.
Or back.
Don't take this the wrong way. I did not know you left. But I am glad that you're back.
It's not the airport. We should have to announce
When I was your age, when I was 11, I got in all kinds of trouble. I'm glad that you don't do that.
it.
However, when I was 11, I did look
34.
No, I look like 16.
She's struggling right now because she's about to be 16 and she's a hostess at a restaurant and a bar.
Mhm.
And creepy dudes are always hitting on her. And I'm like, well, it's because you have makeup on that makes you look like you're 25.
Yeah, but the awesome thing is you can send them to jail.
I know, that's why I
That's
said,
great.
you should start telling them. I'm really looking forward to high school next year.
Yeah.
Play it younger. Younger makeup, yeah. Less makeup. Because you're still a high school sophomore technically. You pass off.
All right, so whatever it is that they're putting in chickens, like natural chickens should not be the size that chickens are in the grocery store. Those are not natural chickens.
Are we talking about turkey legs here?
Well,
We'll
and
get there.
turkey legs that I see at the fair and that I see, Rue had a turkey leg yesterday, and I get 20-pound turkeys for Thanksgiving. And the drumsticks on them, they're half the size of the ones that you're served in.
Fair.
Where's the rest of that Mondo turkey? I think they're emus. I think they're baby emus.
Oh no.
That's what I think. I think that it has to be some kind of a legal thing where they can call an emu leg a turkey drumstick. Because turkey drumstick is the food group.
Yeah.
Like with vitamin water when Coke said, I never said it was healthy.
Yeah.
This vitamin, that's just the name. We just like that name.
Yeah. Basically, so.
So I think they're emus.
Grace says, bold of you to assume I don't get in trouble.
You don't. You are an angel.
Ezekiel. This Grace gave a Porsche for her 16th birthday? Wow. I'm like, Jeez. I guess they do have a beat up beaver that they're working on for you. Is that a plan, Gray?
You know what? I'll be honest with you, like a cargo van has always been my dream car. Like that's what I wanted.
Oh yeah.
I wanted a big tired 76 short Chevy van. That's what I wanted as a kid, and I really like my van. Like it makes me happy. So I would not have wanted a Porsche when I was a kid. A, I don't want to go that fast. I have no desire. B, I can't haul my friends around in it. What if I find some cool garbage on the side of the road that I want to take home? Can't.
The Sato says mutton. Yeah, mutton. Ezekiel says, yeah, eat emus, psycho birds. Jessica Van Hook says the rest of those large birds go to deli meats and ground turkey.
Yeah.
Grace says, yes, I'm giving you BMW. Ryan thinks the turkey legs is a 45-pound turkey. Big for home turkey. Yeah. Confirming from Jessica Van Hook, the turkey drumsticks are a large pound, final weight 35 to 45 pounds. Goose stream says, oh, those still please.
Who says this?
Goose stream. That's Josh from Apple.
Josh from.
Josh, our still walker.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oops. Stream. Apparently he does.
Yes, I wanted a serial killer van before they were called serial killer vans. But yeah, that's what I
They
wanted.
were just known as
Vans.
fans.
Used to be, you'd see a van, you'd say, that person works very hard. Hey, Rue, you're welcome.
Hey. That everybody.
That's so much easier.
I just found Rue a battery box with a switch on it.
I want to be for AA batteries.
Ezekiel says now they call them pedo vans. Free Wi-Fi on the side.
Well, it is a 9-full pump.
Yeah, like, see, pedo van should just mean feet van, which is also weird, but whoever made up that name, not big on it. Whack. That's the maturity you should tackle all problems with, basically.
Yep. Screech at it like a angry bird. My foot is getting tangled.
Do you need to adjust your tension?
No, it's just putting on the thing.
Now I got some red.
We just shut it, kicked off. And of course, I just ordered Adobe Illustrator, wish me luck, I'm old, but I'm gonna try and learn something new. Anyone else have experience with it?
Not that much. I know a little bit in order to convert things into an SVG file with a laser, but no.
That is also about the
Hey, do we have anybody watching the stream that's good with 3D printing?
Yes, probably do.
Sure we do. I'm just mean like that.
Larry Hughes asked, will there be fur over there?
Yes, it'll be a hairy bear.
I have a file I need 3D printed.
Are you asking for help?
Yes, I'm asking
Public
for
forum? Brave of you.
Splatterhouse Studios is old school 80s band with the Barbarians on the side.
Heck yes.
Just
Like-
Alan side.
I've always liked like double-headed battle axes. And I really like the one that came with He-Man. It was a good axe. That axe, I was considering at one point, if I got a tattoo, it would probably be that axe. Because that's how I solve a lot of my life problems too. Just I hack at them blindly. Till I chop them down.
Splatterhouse says it's not ready for me.
Hey Rue, is this a time thing? Because
It is not a time thing.
we're gonna have a resin printer here before too long.
Not really. Something I want. I have a very, very, very simple little bottle that I bound the 3D file for and everything that I need made. However,
Splatterhouse says, sorry, I still have Commodore 64. However, if you know one day I'm real good at it, like you have two machines running right now, every day I'm learning something.
it is a super, super, super simple little thing. There's a plug. If you've ever seen quad lock phone cases, they have this kind of odd shaped plug thing that goes into the back of them. I just want to make the plug that fits into the hole without a mount or anything like that. Because I want to put a pop socket on the other side of it so I can use it to go through the mounts that I already have. Then be able to take it off and use it on my motorcycle, which is what the quad lock case is for. But it annoys me to have to use two different cases.
Ray says, if I step on the hand, one of the other, use it. Listen, we'll find literally anyone else. Okay, you do for free. Hey, I'll help you. The people said, okay, you have to roll me one next time.
Have fun, Ezekiel. I'm making a bear.
What?
I'm making a bear.
Yep, yep.
Ain't that it?
Archie Bunker's wife and a pterodactyl blended together. Shannon does that voice perfect, and she's not allowed to do it in the house. She's especially not allowed to do it anywhere near the bedroom. So I think Edith Bunker's voice is the least sexy noise a person can make.
Right next to Carl.
There is a certain the population that thinks Carl is.
That totally made me remember something.
What's that?
We're supposed to do a thing at MHC.
That's right, all Carl.
It was
Carl all the
supposed
way
to be the
down.
Cleaver family.
Who was
I
supposed to do
forgot
that?
about that.
Oh God, I forgot about that too.
It would have been awesome if you'd stayed forgotten about that.
It's supposed to be a Cleaver family reunion.
I bought the t-shirts from concerts and everything.
Even Shannon was in on it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Terrible.
I
What's that?
want to see Shannon Cleaver. Like, so bad.
Oh, Lord.
Tom, that would be awesome. Thank you very much.
I bet you it would be.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh.
See how that goes.
Sweet. I do have the file. I think it's an STL. That what you need? I know nothing about this.
Is that what you do? Does that?
That sounds like a great conversation for you to have by email.
Yes.
Okay. Now I have a nice build up here. I feel good about that. I just wanted to make that a lot thicker with that transition from hair into, murder bear.
Tom Ever says, hey, we're married with it.
Oh,
Hey,
zing is a strong word.
Sing is a strong word. I watched Army of the Dead last night.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched it.
Wasn't that great?
It's pretty darn good.
It's fun. It's the funnest zombie movie ever.
I don't know if I'd say
What's more fun than it?
Ah.
they did typical movie mistakes that really bother me.
Well, they don't bother me.
And boy, did they like to show Batista spearing people. Like
That was in the contract.
every 5 minutes or so, Dave Batista would spear somebody.
I'm telling you,
For no reason.
I would put money on that. That was in the Ken's Reach says his name is Roberto.
That's funnier than it should be. You guys are getting an earthquake because I am getting the excess paint off of my brush.
He's Bob Rossing it.
I'm beating the devil out of it here on the tripod leg.
Christina Chase, say peoples.
Hello!
Slaughterhouse Studio suggests Zombiever is a more fun zombie movie.
But that's not a zombie movie, that's a zombie beaver movie, and it's not more fun. I'm not saying it's not fun, but it's not more fun.
Yeah, typical movie effect stuff that bugs the crap out of me.
Like what?
Like gas cans getting shot and
Oh,
exploding.
yeah, I love that.
It's
I love how
That's
ridiculous it is.
grenades being giant fireballs, giant, like, that's not what grenades do, like, at all.
So it was recently Armed Forces Day. Like, was that last week? 2 weeks ago, something like that? And when I was a young man in Maryland, I lived literally 10 minutes away from Aberdeen Proving Ground. And they always did a big, like, display thing for Armed Forces Day, which was a lot of fun to go to. They always, like, showed a lot of cool stuff off, and they did, like, tank drills and stuff. It was a blast.
Right after the Dave Batista.
He's a wrestler turned actor.
Yes.
Remember Guardians of the Galaxy, Ray?
Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Drax the Destroyer.
Living on the left is hello, bear looking great.
Thanks.
Christina Chase says Robo Bear. Mike Trzynowski, hi all.
Hey, Mike.
Dan McCorson says, Alex, do you have any death reports?
I would have to check with Ed, but I don't think we do. We sold out at Transworld.
Personally, you have.
Yeah,
What question?
I mean, I personally have a few, but if you want to buy one, I do not. For all of this bit, I'm going to actually use spray paint. I'm going to spray it on the table, and then I'll dry brush it off. Drax is kind of purple and green, but they changed his colors a little bit for the movies.
Enigma paradox says, Alan, I want to make a big Teletubby mask. How can I do it without it caving in from the wings?
Don't sculpt it. Do what they do and make it out of upholstery foam. Soft sculpt the face. Their skin is just fleece. Old man mode activate. Or as Gray says, haunt dad mode activate.
Christina Mentes, I've tried a new thing for recording myself. I can flip myself backwards and back then under my bed from the mattress. That's cool.
That's how I know you're under the age of 24. What's that, Rube?
Nothing.
He's not getting frustrated about this thing. I'm getting frustrated. Nice.
I want it to be there so I can ship it.
Trying to get really, really kind of being that really easy to overtake with this file. And then you got to start over. Thanks.
Hey, on second first. And of course, since I wanted one to transform, but it was too late, they were gone.
Yep, you gotta come to my booth quick and get them.
Ike Camacho says that looks awesome.
Blue.
Go through, spread it, hot glue.
So much easier. But yes, just be on the problem.
Stephen Van Tate says, yes, Alan, you know how old I am, but told you before.
Yeah.
Body Geek says bare minimum.
But also because you say stuff like, now I can backbend and touch my forehead to my heel. You say stuff like that. That also tells me how old you are. Okay, this bear is looking beefy.
Big, big, big bear.
It's a great, big, beefy bear. So easy to grab all of these now?
Benson Juice says, hey kids, sorry I'm late, but installing a mini split AC unit. And now I can barely move. So hello, gang.
Hey, I have one of those coming in 2 weeks for the shop.
And we're excited.
One of those is coming for the shop. That is in part from my lovely Patreon supporters.
Thanks,
We are getting the mini split in here before the July Monster Camp.
Oh,
And all of those people will thank you.
Tina Mentes, last day of school tomorrow.
Awesome.
Ray and Jennifer Pugh are debating over whether or not Chris Pratt is hotter than Dave Bautista.
Traditionally, I would say that he is. Like that's the traditional concept of hotness, of male hotness.
Ryan Stevens says, do you not have AC in the shop?
We have 2 window units, but we are in Texas, and Texas laughs at your window unit. And also, this shop, bay door, door, window, door. So there is zero protection really from those elements.
Riley Childs and Alan, I just got as a teach meeting about hot time of the day. Looking forward to watching the thing.
Oh, very cool.
Cat Smith and Alan, I'm pleased about your AC, but how will it affect the sound?
It should be quieter than the two air conditioners and all that, you know.
Yeah, right now we have 2 fans and 2 ACs going. And it's still warm in here.
Yeah, it's warm. There's two fans, 2 AC. Hopefully I can get rid of the fan, you know. Let me see that big Coopers, Mr. Bear.
Oh my gosh. And of course, this frost tonight. Can't play anything until after Memorial Day.
Yeah, see, that's, at least Texas is better than that. I don't want frost now.
Good
Now,
night, with you.
my frost window has closed. Thank you very much.
That's what she says. Woo, you're gonna love it.
I'm sure I will.
Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
I am gonna love it. Listen, I'm a delicate princess. I just kept 72 degrees. Right, yeah, I can understand the winter units not working well. So I was wondering how you survived without any of the
We're just tough.
As you said, you did the 36K units. That's what I got for 2 inch high.
I got a 2-ton unit.
I'm hoping it's good enough that I can keep that door open. Have conversations going for it now. Or just not cook.
Now, almost all the Teletubbies, they were soft sculpted upholstery foam. They weren't sculpted and molded. So if you go that route, you're more difficult than they were when they were doing it. Okay, I'm kind of digging all that.
That's good. It does look a little Millennium Falcon around his eye, though.
There, go eat some more.
Millennium Falcon cracked on the side of his bare head.
Well, I'm gonna pull up the snot out of all this.
Body Geek says, I went out to the land today. She went to eat walk around. So sad.
Yeah, I believe that. We are very moist in Texas right now.
She didn't take it. Didn't tell something from articulated bed.
Maybe. They did smiles. That's all cables, and you can do that on a upholstery foam, no problem.
Cat Swift says, I mostly do terrain and currently have a couple of pop town commissions. An old dollhouse converted to a witch's shop and hotel. It's awesome. Liz McLean, hello all, sorry I'm late.
Well, your wife kept us entertained.
I don't know if you should say that, Alan.
Digitally, virtually. Wait up.
Michael Frey says, hello from Ohio.
Hello, Michael Frey. Take this, Michael Frey. and learn to fly away.
You know, Gary Fay is ever watching you use the exact same one.
Right.
Body Geeks asks, "Are you working on another fan fry?"
He is destroying the fan differently this time.
I'm much farther. So when it blows up this time, it's going to be way worse. Be way madder.
So
But, like, about done with it.
and Marie says, "This is a lot of work." 9 o'clock.
I have flesh and yellow that I've mixed down here, but I do want a little bit of white in there for these teeth. I don't want a bright white, but
It's a plant
they got to be a little brighter than this.
that produces pew, 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 and bang, bang, bang. Enigma Paradox says, "Do you ever get sick of seeing mass remakes from movies now? I feel like people are wasting their creativity."
Not really. So here's why. They can make what they want. You guys have heard me rag on clowns and haunted houses. I will 100% fight for a haunted house's right to do clowns. I think too many people are choosing that right now, but they certainly have a right to do so. It doesn't make me mad when I see someone make another Michael Myers mask or another old man silicone mask. Like, I think we've got that covered, you know? But they have a right to do it. It doesn't make me mad, no. But make me angry, no. And I don't know that it's a lack of creativity. I've thought about this a lot. This might make a good podcast talking about this, like, long term. But one of the things is that's what they like. I do not think that we, as a society, should mock anyone or put someone down just for liking something different than us. They like to make Michael Myers masks. That makes them happy. That fulfills them. It might not fulfill us, and that's okay. Wouldn't it suck if everybody in the world was the same? I think that it would. So they do have a right to do those. Okay, now they don't have a legal right to do those. That's a different story altogether. But they do have, creatively, it doesn't bother me because I don't expect other people to be creative. I don't expect other people to be creative. Or I don't have any expectations on someone else's creativity. Let's put it that way. I want their creativity to be different than mine so that we're making different things.
That's June says, "Okay, trying to watch all work and stretch out."
Oh, okay.
And of course, now I have to go put your wife's baby goat, name it Sunny, back in the barn. Go do a little rearranging today. And that's it.
Okay. The podcast name is actually going to be Better Living Through Monsters. I've already started working on it. I'm getting some things finalized. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun avenue.
Guy always says, "Who smokes this man?" I'll start calling the fucking head dragon.
I will continue to call him Damn It Brew.
No.
Tina Mante says, "All for Alan Frank and Philip's podcast." Say hi.
We already had a damn.
Enigma Paradox says, "Alan, can you sign my order when you send it out?"
It's a half-mast what?
Armature.
Uh, You have to message that to my wife, and then she'll let me know, and then we'll do it. Yes, I can, but I have to know it means different than this, because I will not remember this, because I'm not a good person.
That told me, Lewis.
I had a shot at 50 pounds today, but it was too much to get the trailer out.
I hear that. I'm not even surprised.
Enigma, what's your last name? Is it Lewis?
It's gonna be one of the new
I
white
might
ones.
get real lucky because I think I'm looking right at it. I'll just write it on there with a Sharpie right now.
Yeah, 50 pallets would be a good score.
Thank you, Duran. Give up. Go back to work.
So repeat the last name again.
Lewis. Lewis.
Lewis.
Oh, we got a new subscriber? What?
What's that subscriber name? Read it. Read it. Subscriber name.
Scott Nick something.
Scott. Scott.
Scott.
Scott, thank you for subscribing. I'll make it a bear.
Name says no, not me.
Okay.
When did you order, sir?
Yeah, just shoot him.
Yeah, shoot Shannon an email.
Shoot an email. You work?
McConnell. Scott McConnell, thank you for subscribing.
The name says it was like 4 days ago.
Okay.
Okay, Alan, here's a conundrum.
What's that?
How do I mount this?
Hot glue? That.
Which side?
Why don't you just repeat the pocket?
Yeah. Slide it, refit it.
Yep.
Bobby B says it's smoke proof.
It is not smoking. It's fine. Things are fine.
Yeah, it's not like Monday.
When I smoked up in, because you guys told me.
No, I heard
Now
that.
they're making fun of me for it. Oh, Drew did something we told him to do and he broke.
I don't think that they all collectively voted on it. Yeah, with Larry Hughes.
Nobody said don't do it.
There's your first one.
I did say don't group source electrical help. I did say that, actually.
Is the air compressor on?
Should be. So now I'm going to set up the airbrush, and we're going to airbrush the bear. Airbrush the bear. Airbrush the bear. Get the bear in the air.
It's evolved into the Swedish chef.
Birds are painted on the bird.
Buddy said, isn't that what you always do to your clown? Hey, do this, and do it, and you laugh. Ouch!
Yeah.
So honest.
How dare you say
You and your silly honesty.
Listen, one of my life the roof on me. Right, okay.
It's like, I'm sticking with this.
That's right. So, Body Game says about Ruth hilarious.
He's actually more chill.
Yeah. When have you ever seen me have a few too many anyway, Alan?
Do you think that I don't ever go outside at Trans World? Like, do you think I only stay in the booth? Like,
But I don't ever drink.
you know who says that? Drunk people. Drunk people say that, Rue.
Alexa, stop. Thank
I'm going to air burst the bird. First to use the black and
you. So I turn into that. I love you.
Yeah. Stacey really turns into
I just need you
I love
to know how much I love you. Like, so much.
I don't necessarily get drunk. Like I've never been drunk, but on pain meds, I did invite the entire hospital staff back for a New Year's Eve party that we were not having.
Like, it's fine. Sarah will put something together.
She would.
It'd be so much fun.
Hey man, they saved my finger. I was pretty happy with them. I did my best to lose it.
Well, that's the same time as 10 minutes.
The king said, hello, king.
What's up, the king?
Matt Blackford says, hey everyone, I'm late to the party.
What's up, man?
Hey, hey, hey.
That's where we're at now. I want to get some red in this airbrush, I think.
Who have I talked to you outside of Transworld? Outside of the Marriott this last time, and I had one drink.
Do you remember at MHC
Sounds like it's story time.
when you were Rougarou and you had your head off and you were dealing with issues with a friend who's upset at another friend?
I was not drinking that night.
You were not drinking at that time. Later that night, I firmly believe that you were drinking.
There could be a possibility on that one.
Body Geek says, I'm hilarious when they knocked me out to remove wisdom teeth. I never lie. For 2 hours, nearly everything out of my mouth was blatant lies of some sort.
That's awesome. When I had
Oh, no, now I do remember that.
yeah. What did I have? I had something removed, like again, or no, my gallbladder.
That was Zach's fault.
First time for my gallbladder going out.
The first time.
Well, I haven't had a second gallbladder, but I've had my appendix taken out twice. I've had my tonsils taken out twice. So
Pretty cool.
yeah, just waiting on the gallbladder. But anyway, apparently they were trying to get me to eat something, and they dropped a cracker, and I yelled, "Cracker down! Cracker down!" Very loud.
Mass flashes, is that an awesome duck?
That is a duck. You're correct. It's good if you always know what I'm making.
I think it was only seen me drunk at Jake and M's party.
No, Stacy.
driving outside with that?
So,
Oh, Lord. It was like,
Game night?
we went to a show in New Orleans.
oh, that's right. I didn't
Yeah, I was there. I was at
Yeah.
that show too.
Fun.
Yeah, that was the night that
Nobody remembers a sober guy.
you weren't at the party that
Why do you believe that?
because you weren't. I remember very well. Because I wasn't drinking that night until way later.
Out of ink with you, isn't it?
Way later.
After party woo, everybody.
Way later.
After party woo.
Sketches after a long shift, Indian customers who do not consider tequila shots drinking.
There you go.
And some juices. I prefer salty American.
There you go.
So, yeah, that was the time that I was fangirling all over Amy Holland.
Yeah.
But listen, I think what they're doing is important.
When I get reports of how drunk my people are,
Yeah.
like, okay, I should pay
At least it
attention.
wasn't bad. It's like,
You weren't.
oh, that's
I wasn't.
I had to talk to a very nice hot couple a couple of days after that
oh
because of
no.
an incident that occurred.
Oh no. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
Oh, that might have been the year before.
maybe.
And that one wasn't me. So.
There was Andy on, so that was not you.
Yeah.
That was not either of these two. And it actually wasn't Rob either,
Yeah, it wasn't.
which is a shocker. Well, it's going to be this shirt. This is my favorite napkin right now.
Oh no. Lewis glances ask Alan if he still has the scarecrow burlap mask he made a while back on YouTube Wednesday and is it for sale. I think that's what we donated
Yeah.
to
That went to W.
No.
or the other one.
No, there was no burlap on them.
No, the burlap one that you did with the still costume, the scarecrow.
That one had burlap on it?
On the outside.
No, the one with the stakes
So,
at the back.
Did it have sticks going back, or was it the one that I did for a YouTube Wednesday? No, YouTube, because I didn't do that for a YouTube Wednesday. I did that for a live video.
No, that's right. You're right.
I did a different burlap mask for YouTube Wednesday.
All right.
I don't know if I still have it or not. That's a Shannon question.
A lot of you sober guys remember it was an app, so.
So it's quite possible that I have it. If I didn't have it and you wanted to order one, it would be $150. If I have that one, I'd probably sell it for $100.
Yeah, generally when I drink, I actually get turned into babysitter mode, kind of. Oh, you can do it. God experience kind of just comes into play automatically.
Lisa reminds me, I think it was a giveaway for Patreon.
That's possible.
Speaking of which, Patreon. We're gonna commit to this tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, tomorrow we're gonna be going live on Patreon
Yeah.
at what time?
11:30.
11:30 a.m. Midday live. On Patreon, you will be at dark hour.
Yes.
I think Stacy just declared it.
I'm just trying to make sure all my ducks are in a row.
You have ducks?
Yeah, so many ducks. I will post it on Patreon at 11:30 tomorrow at dark hour. Going live to work on a special project. Lewis McLean says it was the one with the autumn leaves on it.
Oh. Yes, we actually just gave that one. That I make a lot of scarecrows. That was a Daryl, remember?
Yeah, Daryl Smith.
That was like the Harvest God mask. Now, I guess I could make more of those. I mean, that's possible.
Wi-Fi people, gotta get some school assignments, I'm on the streaming.
Cool.
Right, he says, oh no, I'm at work, hopefully I can sneak away. Yeah, it was just skinny before my work shift. Or we used to knock that bear out, give him hell. Hey, what's my name?
Yeah.
Sean Randall's the skip fee, yes, it will be 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Buddy, so I drove beside a pizza storage today, sitting on the bed of my truck. The city police pulled up street, and it looks for a bit before passing. We at least didn't ask you where to be.
Tasty.
Woo! I'm ready.
Ah, that was worse than mine. And mine are bad. Hey, you guys missed Alan trying to catch a kraken at the Monster Museum
Oh God,
this
it was
weekend.
funny. At least somebody got pictures of it. That can't put
He
it
got fun. I don't know if it got shared.
was pretty fun.
Did you hunting the kraken get shared in the creeper?
I don't know. That's my official share to the creepers person.
I didn't do it. It didn't get done. I'll see if I
Turns out, no.
can lose the glance. Okay.
Yeah, just let me know, Lewis.
Body says, I was thinking if they make a fire leave this bad, just wait.
Just wait.
I got pulled over with like a whole bunch of fake body parts in the back of my car in the middle of the night once. Like, cop shined the flashlight through the window, looked at him for a second, and then like proceeded to just have a regular conversation with me. And send me home.
This is
Like,
fun.
didn't check at all. Like,
You need a better body part maker.
no, it was pretty good actually.
Yes, this is the last weekend for Bear.
Yeah. And then my life calms down a minuscule amount.
And it will be Friday, it'll be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
And if the Wi-Fi wasn't so terrible, I could go live from Fair also. But the Wi-Fi is so bad on Fair site.
So bad.
Could you just have the tethering option?
How's that looking, guys?
Working?
I'm trying to figure out where it doesn't hit my head. But it doesn't matter because it's on top of that.
What?
The battery pack.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
No, just get it done.
Buddy says maybe it'll dry out. You come check the pond for fish.
Yeah.
Right, says looks awesome.
Drew, quit balancing about. Get that thing done.
I look through this wet upwards.
It's kids watching.
Lisa Red says love it. Sarah R says nice.
I feel like you guys haven't eaten any of the chicken.
I
I have.
And
I've had like 4.
listen, I have a lot of soda. I'm trying to keep up with comments, so.
I usually like 4. So.
Lewis McLam says, what is the best starter sewing machine for costumes? Guess it depends on what kind of costumes that you're trying to make.
I say it's a Singer heavy duty. They're about $250 at Walmart, but they're good machines. Singer heavy duty.
Body Geek says, are you putting an LED in the cyber on it?
I'm not.
Yeah. And then change it. Mass Flasher says, quick, rapid fire question.
I'm in. Hit me.
Catfoot says, I was a kid long ago, we were coming back from Mexico. My cousin and I were laying in the back, and he had his head laying in the latex monopool. We were simply waved through. No border patrol officer wants to deal with that.
No.
Hard pass.
That could possibly be the smartest way to get through border security ever. Just big bombing. That's the way to go. And a kid.
12 children.
Well, if you were trying to get through.
Body Geek's ass favorite pizza toppings?
Oh.
Pepperoni and mushroom together. I do not like pepperoni by itself on a pizza.
Pepperoni and pineapple.
Depends on where it's
Once
from.
again, communism strikes.
Pepperoni. Depending where it's from. My usual is Hawaiian. I am a pineapple on pizza guy.
I like Hawaiian too.
But
Pepperoni and pineapple, chaos.
from my hometown pizza place that is amazing, absolutely ridiculously good. Pepperoni, black olive, and sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
Yep.
Rue, get out.
Alright, Matt Slash was named one convention or other event you want to attend in Congress.
Monster Palooza.
PowerCon.
PowerCon and Monster Palooza.
San Diego Comic Con.
Wasteland Weekend.
You know what? There's so many people there, it doesn't even look fun.
I want to go anyway.
It looks too busy, it looks too crowded with people. Nope.
It does. I normally hate that, but I still kind of want to go. Catherine says the singer has 3 heavy duties, 2 regular and 1 computerized. The upper basic ones with safety music is great for heavy fabric and regular fabric.
There you go.
Agreed. Rising because I love pepperoni and pineapple, I hate corn. David Carter says, hi, Alan from England.
Hey, man.
Bobby says, chicken, beef, mushrooms, and bananas. Michelle Schultz says, okay, listening while working, Ruth, no issues. Matt Slash says, name 3 masks that are the worst to pour in and pull out of your catalog of masks.
If that's about the sauerkraut thing, it normally would be. I'm not even a huge sauerkraut fan, but it's just that restaurant.
Okay. The 3 that are the worst to pour in and pull would be Nasher,
Oh,
and then Gibbering Malder,
yeah.
and
Asher,
Heptaron. Heptaron is no breeze either. A lot of little bits to catch them.
Thank you, Sky Caller, for sharing our Patreon. That's the juice. Stop laughing. Who plays here puts green cheese chunks, and I'll be tipped. It's great. And Taylor, what the hell? Oh, okay. I do that.
Oh, they think it's spam.
Yeah, they do, but we're fine. I fixed it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's still showing up there,
Okay.
but David Carter's hi, Ruth, Cat Lewis. Cat Lewis is talking to Lewis, so we're fine.
So, oh, that's what hurt.
Matt Slash says, give us a hint of any future plans for Philippines we don't know about.
So, very sad news. The guy who played Sebastian the Crab in The Little Mermaid just died yesterday. And,
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
yes. He sang the, what was the big song that he
Oh,
sang?
yeah, let's see.
That's the one.
And this one. So that's not a hint of any future plans for Philippines we don't know about.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
Think about it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
fair.
yeah, that's your
Yeah.
hint.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
See how good I am?
just sad to hear this. Okay.
I just blended that right in there.
Sure did. Thanks, Teresa, and ask me, what with you?
Thanks, man.
Oh.
I'll wax these teeth later. I think I'm going to move it back to a bust, and we are going to hair this sucker. You know what? It is 9:30. I think I can do this.
You do eat.
I don't think I have a pattern for the bear, do I?
Yeah.
I think I make it up every time.
It makes up every time.
That's not very bright,
You can
okay?
make it.
Why do you doubt me, Rube?
Other than the ring of fabric, which I'm about to go get, finish that. That is done.
And it works.
And it works.
Is it noisy?
That isn't noisy. And I have to dump masks.
Like I said, that.
Matt Slasher says, name at least one thing you know about 5 of your fellow creepers.
Do we count as creepers?
Well, let's see. All right. So Dan McCorson was on earlier. He has a trail haunt. That's cool. Huh?
From Minnesota. From Minnesota.
All right, but I only need one thing.
Okay.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
Body Geeks is about to open a haunt this year.
That's fine.
Maybe next year, but I'm pushing him for this year. Let's see. I believe, does it? Cat make miniatures? Cat Swoop make miniatures. She uses a lot of
Christine Salvato.
miniature techniques. Christine Salvati, who I don't think is on. I don't think she's on right now, but she made a really cool werewolf mask. Let's see. Who was just for? I'm gonna. She.
My J's though. Body Geek says hair bear, hair bear, hair bear.
Edson does a really good Beetlejuice impersonation.
He really does.
David Carter is from the UK. I would have said that if he doesn't say it every time.
That's cheating.
They really do know.
Oh, yeah, does the fiberglass dragon.
Horror Beauty likes to run a lot.
That's true. So much running.
Way too much running. And the King is in California.
There you go.
So that's a lot of things that I know.
Have some terrain to
Yeah. Show me your terrains.
1980 messages me more than any of the creepers of mine.
Does he? Could be worse.
It's always funny stuff.
Scott Colhart works in IT and made the heaviest half-mast mold in America.
On the planet.
In America.
Yeah, and of course, the sauerkraut's great stuff. My wife hates it, so I can't cook it out.
I love sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut, yeah, me too. Sauerkraut and a hot dog.
Okay.
He gets taps. That's what he gets.
That's what it gets.
All right, Matt Slasher says, if your team of shop monkeys and you were a band, what's your band name and who plays what?
There's a problem with that. The Shop Monkeys were a band.
Yeah.
That both Stacy and I play bass. So
Well, listen, I play guitar too.
We would all just play bass.
that's all.
Everybody plays
Oh,
bass.
okay.
That's it.
I want to stand up bass.
I would definitely play rhythm bass.
Fun story.
Yeah.
My teenage band had a lead bass
Nice.
rhythm.
Sure. What would our band name be?
What would our band name be? The Shop Monkeys?
It would probably be something along these shop monkeys.
Would you be our rock band? The shop monkeys?
I'll not be the Shop Monkeys.
Okay, so in high school, I was a drummer in a band,
Oh, you're
and well, I'm not very good. And I wasn't very good, and our lead singer was great until we got to a show.
right.
He was so nervous he couldn't do a thing. So I sang just as badly as you would expect, but I was very enthusiastic, and that got me very far.
There you go.
And that band's name was Kryptonite. I did not name it.
1980, I said you messaged me quite a bit more than anybody else. Buddy keeps us Alan on the alkalines. Anthony Montano, I play bass. Hey, fellow bass player, what's up? Riley Child says, wait, what mold did Scott make? He made the biggest mold ever.
Biggest, most giantest,
Half mask mold,
I
I
mean,
said.
beautiful mold ever.
The biggest, most gorgeous half mask mold there ever was.
Stupid.
The
I like it.
The king
Stupid
said,
heavy.
thanks, Alan, for remembering me.
So
thick.
Yeah.
Good looking mask. Don't get it that. It's just
It's dummy
way
thick.
heavy,
Dummy thick.
and I really don't like moving around.
1980 will also send me funny stuff that he finds and
Yeah.
horror stuff.
I don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
But, had some news messages me will be excited.
I don't always get back with, like, if it's a question, I'm going to work hard to get that question answered.
Yeah.
But if it's a comedy or frivolous post, I will acknowledge it. I will ha, and then maybe I will move on.
Thumbs up. Next.
Tom Everard says, I sit on my couch and watch videos.
But I'm not a casual talker. I'm not a casual person.
Cat Smith says, come on, Rudy, tell us what you really think about that mask.
Heavy.
Thinks it's heavy.
Real heavy. Guess who gets to move it a lot? Is it gone now?
Yeah, go on.
Oh. Scott's son came and picked it up. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't moved that in a minute.
Are we on? Yeah, we're on spot.
Tom Everard says, it's all about that bass. Yep.
Oh, no trouble.
We're good with you there.
Whatever you go. Okay.
Fair enough.
Sure.
Buddy says, you still haven't got Dragon Ball.
No, he took it. His son picked it up.
The king says, I'm always the one saying dirty jokes all the time. Alan tells me to stop it, but I see that.
So I had a lot of meetings in the general manager's office of Fair that was hilarious. Never do that again.
This
No.
I was like, oh no, what did I do?
Uh-oh. You too, huh?
China says, was the half mask a big sculpt with giant gaping mouth, horns, etc.?
Dragon. It was a dragon. It was cool. Fresh razor blades were cool. This ain't cool.
Axel says, okay, shh. We all need to contact Shannon, so we're putting an order for that mask for a whole bunch of them. Shh, that's all.
We didn't need to talk about that. Talk about
Not ours. Not our mask.
It's not here anymore. Anyway, so.
it. Got it for 10, didn't I? Yep.
You at all?
No, you're actually very easy to do that too.
1980 says, I always consider the young viewers for disguising my innuendos.
Innuendos are fine. Innuendos are not.
Ah. ABFX Monster Turtle says, oh,
Hello.
the king asked Sal, have you ever done cornrows or braids since you've had long hair?
No. I have not. I haven't even had the classic redneck thing of 3 lines shaved in your head. I haven't even ever done that. But I'm like, I might consider that one day.
Oh, yes, classic redneck.
Exactly what I think.
Can someone move cameras? I'm a little stuck.
Lurch, lurch. crayons. Try. Body Geek says it helps to rectify the. Oh no. That didn't say rectify. Oh, not me.
Rude, don't encourage him.
Mass Slasher says, what is the haunted house scene 10 years from now?
I think it's largely the same, but I think almost everybody is on time ticketing. I think that most haunted houses tickets will actually also be NFTs. And there'll be a blockchain contract attached to that NFT.
Resurrect costumes and fellow friends. Mass Slasher says, favorite distortion mask.
Hellhound. Okay.
Good thing. Body Geek says, I don't need encouragements. Well, gal that came by the Monster Museum this season, who I guess worked in molding in Dark River
Okay.
previously. Works redhead. Did not catch her. Body Geek says, how do you think blockchain will be affecting con?
I think it's going to be mostly in with ticketing. I think it's going to be in ticketing. I think the contracts that you can put in there is going to be a big deal. Where your ticket becomes a digital asset.
All right. Mass Slasher says, trapped in Pennywise's sewer, trapped in Haddonfield, trapped in Bedroom of the Exorcist, or trapped in Freddy's boiler.
Michael Myers is consistently the easiest one of those to kill.
So Haddonfield is.
I would say probably Haddonfield, followed by the It Sewer, followed by Boiler Room, followed by Exorcist Bedroom.
Oh, why did I choose last?
I don't want to watch like a 12-year-old break the cross.
Oh,
Like that's terrible. You know what I mean?
you're correct.
That's just it's not a classy movie, so that's why.
Lisa Red says, any flocking on the bear?
Yes, on the snoot.
On the snoot?
We're going to look at the snoot. Got to enunciate flock. Do that.
On the snoot?
Some snoot on the snoots.
Lisa Red, oh, it's very good. As the Juice says, hey, Alan, did you see Adam Savage redid his bear head today?
I did not.
Ooh,
I really enjoy it.
I want to see that.
Like, I like watching this stuff. It's so obviously having a great time. Like,
Yeah.
doing the looking at stuff.
I am actually quite upset. That was one thing we didn't get to do on our special trip
Yeah.
thing that we were trying to get to do. That was one thing I really wanted to do on that trip. Go visit that.
Was that an option?
Yes.
It was a possibility.
What?
Possible.
Oh my god. Well,
Turns out
funny.
Adam Savage watches Maker videos too.
Hey! Ah! Whoa!
Are you okay?
Yeah! Just, you know. Adam Savage is pretty awesome. And that would be weird. Very weird. Lisa, right? We need a haunted crypto.
Oh.
The cake says hot in the shop.
Not right here. It's getting cooler as the night goes on
Yes.
because the AC can catch up. But it was hot earlier.
Oh, Lisa Ren says on crypto, let's type Haunter. We need a Haunter crypto, call it JOL.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
What's on that?
Silly boy.
Look at you.
Shirt.
Great.
1980 says the remnant bear.
yes, that's the one that Adam Savage did.
Yeah, I feel like that's enough.
The king says stay hydrated, guys. No joke.
Yeah.
True facts. Body Geek says Adam Savage has an amazing shop. I love his storage method, all the screws, nuts, and bolts. Yes, he does have a great shop.
Yeah.
Utility. KVFX Monster Tutorial says if you watch 90 Day Fiancé, there's a guy on that show by the name of Big Ed that ran the Ram.
First of all,
So many things wrong.
when I'm a little offended that you would think that I
Any of us.
have watched 90 Day Fiancé. That's the gist of it. Yeah. I have very limited time to consume media. Normally, I would rather create than consume. So
90 Day Fiancé is not.
I choose not to consume things that won't enrich me. And can someone out there tell me the positive enriching power of 90 Day Fiancé?
What?
Ryan Demon says, did your order form change from white paper to yellow? Is it color coded?
The yellow are trans world orders.
So you know. Mass Slasher says, name 3 times something that happened at Dark Hour that scared you. Injury, electrical problems, etc.
Alan got me today.
I scared Ruth today. Yes, I hid behind the door. Easy.
Very, very rare. I was not expecting it.
We had a stunt accident where a cable broke.
Oh, God. They're right in front of you.
We had a different stunt accident where a descender rig decided not to function. And
Oh, okay.
we had an actor hit by a car in the parking lot
When was that?
many moons ago.
Maybe.
It was. Were you there when we had Ed Gannon was dressed as the Exorcist, and he was in a bed on wheels, and Michael Edwards was a priest pushing him around through the parking lot?
Did not
That
get,
sounds like a terrible
I did
idea.
not get
anyway.
to Dark Hour until after Michael Edwards was already
Good time.
there. Yeah.
Same. There you go, Alan. That's done.
Great. I have one more request of you this evening, as you know, purple gloves.
Purple glove.
Looks great. Let me see how it turns on and off.
The king is laughing. I'm dead. Body Geek says, Lil D gives you a hope that it could be even worse. 1980 says, got a name for the polar thigh bear. Roadhouse 3000.
Yeah. Okay, great.
That'd work.
Ryan Demon says, I watch people react to 90 Day Fiancé. The only rich one I get is laughing at their confusion when show is popular. Cat Swift asked, were all the folks okay?
No one died.
They said they didn't.
We did have a severely broken ankle.
Or because it's hit by a car in the parking lot.
But they all still work at dark hour.
No.
Well,
Michael Edwards.
He would if he could.
Yeah.
the king says, all of those stunts are part of the show, guys. Nervously.
Oh.
1980 says, insurance agent has entered the chat. all right.
When the one girl hit the ground on the descender ring one, It was very obvious that was not part of the show.
Well, it was.
And it was in front of you.
Yeah, I was the group going through, and I watched it happen because.
Did you could do nothing about it.
No, yeah.
And it also happened to be
Do you want
in my area, also directly in front of me.
from the notch down or all the way up?
Both Alan and I standing there watched it happen.
Notched it.
Casper says, good lord, that was such a guy's answer. No one died.
Well, I mean,
But they didn't.
yeah, but no one died. But did
Surely
you
she
die?
I kept expecting her to stand up. Surely she's fine.
No. And yet, no.
And yet,
Yeah, no.
as it turns out,
I didn't think surely she was fine.
Yeah. I was,
When you expect
It was
something
more-
to catch you and then you land on concrete.
hopefully she's fine.
but when was the table snap?
What's that?
When was the table snap?
Oh, very early. They built it as if we were a Broadway show, not a haunt that does thousands of it a night.
Oh boy.
But that's why all of our stunts are built by outside companies. You have somebody in that blame chain, and the most professional possible people are doing the build of that. Because you don't want those accidents to happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
1980 says 99% of all failed skydivers only made one error.
Yeah, there you go. That skydiving is something I don't really understand.
Perfectly good.
The only answer why you would do it is that it makes you feel good. And there are other ways for me to feel good.
Now I might try the indoor skydiving thing where you're over a fan.
Oh, I've done that plenty.
Yeah. But that seems fun.
My old manager at Skull Kingdom ended up becoming the manager for iFly.
You know,
Thank you.
I feel cheap. Well, thank you.
I never even checked it to see if it fits, but
Well, here's hoping.
it'll probably be fine.
1980 says, not going to pull that string, but. Buddy, does that jump from a plane if someone went with me? So, go good. You can die with a stupid friend. But, cool. At least we'll die together. Somebody was talking about that on the internet. Like, how do you know, like in your dreams, when you fall from incredible heights in your dreams, like your body knows what that feels like, even if you've never like jumped out of a plane or something.
because they're like, well, you fell off a 2-foot ladder once. We'll just do more of that.
yeah,
Like that works.
Extrapolate that.
Yeah, I'm not a daredevil. I think that's because I've spent my life like faking shock and faking, like also I'm not a super like emotional swing person. And I really think that's because I have to fake emotion so much at work.
Yeah. Ken Zuri says, hey Alan, you said no one died. Can you say that in Grandpa Simpson's voice?
I don't know what Grandpa Simpson sounds like.
Body Geek says, I've jumped from high bridges over rivers. Mass Slasher says, last question. This is for Alan, Stacey, and Rue. Name one moment in Dark Hour or another moment you'll never forget, bad or good.
So we had a night where I was kind of free to mess around. We were slammed busy, and Rue was in the graveyard, and Bart Butler was in the graveyard, and Mike Square was in the graveyard,
And Wes was in the
and
graveyard.
my buddy Wes was in the graveyard, and we just We were destroying people.
No,
and
it was Stacy, not Square. Square wasn't there.
No, Square was there.
Square was-
I was on the tail end of the.
Yeah,
Square
Stacy was there.
Square was on the chapel backside of my route.
Was he?
Yeah.
I was on like hopping through.
It was
the
still-
graveyard from
You were on the library side.
on the library
Yeah.
side.
After a good moment of doing this, Alan was finally just like, "This just isn't fair for the rest of the house."
Yeah, because at that
They were
point,
murdering them, like,
we were hitting them so hard at the very beginning of the show, we were creating like an anti-roller coaster effect where we needed a punch at the end. So eventually I moved to the back of the show to bring that up a little.
that was a good little chunk.
But boy, it was fun while we were doing it.
That was a blast.
All right, Graham, this one is also for you. In one moment in Dark Hour or another haunt that you'll never forget, bad or good.
Dude smoking a joint coming through the room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I threw him out. That was fun.
that was
Yeah.
that was a fun one.
Smoking a doob in the haunt.
Yeah, like you do.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's just one example of many, 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 many.
I think probably my first haunt I ever worked in, the, like super small, indie haunt. Was the very first one I ever worked in, and the moment at the very end where I got pulled up into the roof part of the way, like just were forced by the dude who was up in the attic, and it was like the end. I was tour guiding everyone through, and at the end they thought they were done, thought they were safe, and this guy came down from out of the ceiling and grabbed me, and of course I like freak out, and it scared so consistently, like all night. And the guy by the end of the night was like, Jesus, we can't do this anymore. And I was all bruised up by the end of the night. But it was my first real taste of just absolutely terrifying people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was what sold me on haunted houses entirely. It was fabulous.
There's another moment at Vibrations in Haunted House. 1992,
Oh my God.
where it was one night. I was a clown. I traded with my friend. He was the Wolfman that night, and I was Rico McSicko at McDommer's Haunted House. It was McDommer's room. Was the name of the room was McDommer's with the sign anyway. So like you're at a McDonald's, but it's all human food. And there was there was 2 flights of stairs, but they were in a straight line and they were carpeted. And I was wearing clown shoes. So I go to the top of the steps to yell at them, and I thought, I'll just take a couple steps down the steps. But the clown shoe was longer than from the top of the step to the top of the step. So I skied down the stairs and just plowed into these poor people. It was a tangle of arms and legs, and then I had to escape because they wanted to kill me because I just really hurt a couple of them. And I had to run backwards up the steps in clown shoes while people were chasing me. Good times.
Yeah, so it's a big difference to skydiving because there's the scary fear of heights thing. It's different. Depth perception is all different. It's a flying thing. I've noticed is after watching the video of 2 skydiving planes crashing midair, that sealed it for me. No way. Well, bummer. Dan McCord says, so chasing customers in the dark with a tractor isn't a good idea. I can see the tractor driver at the end of the night bringing up freaking up the deer misses, but no one died.
But no one died.
Jordan Fun says, how many years have each of you haunted?
My first haunt was in 1986. The only season you might say that I missed was last year because of COVID. And I still got to a haunt in North Carolina and worked a little bit.
So you were,
18. Started in 2002.
I also started in, I guess, 2001, because I was pregnant. No, I guess it was the year before that, 2000. I was 16. And I haven't haunted every year, but I was involved in sideshow tangentially, working in haunted houses for a decade. And then I produced a trail haunt for 3 or 4 years.
I was also deployed
For a good chunk.
for quite a few of those. About 3 years. 3 years, I think. I was deployed for Halloween. So I did not
Yeah, that'll work.
The king says, this is why I love your life, because y'all have amazing stories that no one has.
You do a haunted house for one season, and you have a lifetime worth of stories. That is like no joke.
Yeah, pretty much.
Body Geek says, have you caught people trying the wild thing in the beaver hunts?
Yes. Much more common in Orlando.
Dan McCorson says, many years home haunting. Last year was my first pro year.
Exciting.
The king says, Al the Destroyer, that's a long streak. Thank you, Scott Colhart, for sharing his Still These Live Creepers Facebook group. What's the project, y'all?
Yeah, I've been doing this a while. I love what I do.
Matt Slasher says, name the best scenery you've ever seen in a haunt. That says, most realistic and believable.
No. No, you're wrong. You can't say name the best scenery and then tell me it has to be realistic and believable. I want them to take me to different worlds. And if they show me a world that couldn't exist and I believe it, then that's the best scenery. So I'm going to say Netherworld and 13th Gate. Netherworld and 13th Gate. 13th Gate probably has slightly better scenery. Netherworld is amazing.
I haven't seen either one.
Yeah. Having not seen either of those, I have to say Dark Hour. Like,
Your lives are bad.
well, you know,
Dark Hour has good scenery. We
we
do.
have very good scenery.
It's getting better. Wait till you see some of the new stuff.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Good, real good.
Tomorrow.
I went and looked at the new area in the beginning. I almost said it out loud, but
Yeah.
that new area in the beginning, and yeah, that's real nice.
Did you see the show light?
I didn't see the show light, but I can tell. I already saw it. I saw the wall.
Okay.
Steve says hi.
Hi.
Steve.
Hey, Scuba Steve.
Steve and Steve.
So, now I have a Facebook with that name. That's exciting.
Yeah. Hey, I know that guy.
I know that guy.
Turns out I've known that guy all along. I didn't know it.
George Bud says, that's awesome. I'm going to my 13th year.
Awesome.
Okay. No, you're wrong, Alan. 2021.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You can't say the best scenery and then say most realistic.
Bonnie
To me,
Keith
that's not the
says,
best.
I was going to say Dragon Room at Netherworld.
You know what? Hell's Gate has a mighty fine dragon room.
Hell's Gate's Dragon Room is, ooh, wow. Haven't seen that.
See, I really want to be able to get out and see some of these other shows. Nobody's working.
Yeah.
I
Amazing.
Yeah.
this year I'm doing the Friday night haunt for an MHC.
All right. What are the tickets?
So I caught that part of the Hunters Hangout last night. Was that a question for you to be a bus captain?
Yes, that's what she was going to ask.
Jordan Bunn says, I hope you make it out to our haunts in Kansas City sometime.
Jordan, I think the first year you worked at Kansas City, you guys had some of my costumes there.
If I had a werewolf club pattern, I don't know, it's already.
What's that?
I was going to go look for werewolf club pattern, but it's already 10 o'clock.
I will kick you out right at 10.
What is it?
I gotta go right.
It's actually 10:03.
If you're late in the morning, your boss will yell at you.
You're cheating.
If you ain't cheating, then you ain't winning.
Perez Production says, how's it going, guys? I just bought your last Malcolm mask. Can't wait for it to ship.
Oh, very cool.
Turns out, Alan's my boss at 2 different places.
Just the boss.
So much fun.
Alan's my boss 2 different places, and I still end up getting caught up watching these live videos when I'm not at work. How does that work?
The shop monkey loyalty is. Jordan Bunn says we still use the joking silver.
That is, all right, it is amazing because I know that guy's 15 years old. I know he's 15 years old.
Dang.
Still? How many years ago was he 15 years old?
No, the costume.
Yeah.
Oh, the costume's 15 years
Yeah, I sold them a costume 15 years ago. Probably more, in all honesty.
I want to see the new jumping werewolf that's actually made.
Well, that's why when Dan McCorson, no, Greg,
On the wall.
Greg.
Mask Flasher says, was the cyborg part of that mask added, or was that originally sold?
Yeah, Gregory Haynes. I added it. I did it the other night. Full red chicken, bam-a-lam. Full red chicken, bam-a-lam.
Yeah, the Hell's Gate dragons are pretty good. But they have one giant flaw to them that really bothers me.
What's that?
That their necks just end.
Yeah, well.
Really bothers me.
Sometimes it's hard to make a whole dragon root.
Their necks come out like 3 feet past where the head is, and then they're just floating in the.
But yeah, all this is an add-on. All this goes added on. All of this is added on. All this meat. Masks do not have to stay confined to how they're
What they look like.
molded. You can do more. You can do different stuff. Shoulder, that's very nice. The only thing that I really have left to do, the king, I'm not going to answer that because that's negativity. I understand that what you're trying to do, but I'm not going to tell somebody their haunted house is bad because if I went to your haunted house, I had a good time. I had a good time.
There's one I did not. One. I'm not going to say where it was or anything like that. But I did go to the world's saddest haunted house.
Sometimes you go to a haunted house and they tell you how good you are at haunting.
And it was the world's saddest haunted house, and it was someplace it shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
I will share mine, but only because I went and made it better.
Oh yeah. Yours is a good one.
Yeah.
Yours has a happy ending to it, so that
Yeah.
works.
So
The dark hour, the place sucked.
yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
showed up and said
I
they
fixed it.
didn't know how much they needed me, and then I made it better. The trail haunt that I used to produce and act in costume and all that. When they'd been doing it for 5 or 6 years by the time I got there, and they had been begging me to come out and do more. Oh, you need to like split that up the side. You have luncheon back there.
Munch.
And I didn't, they'd ask me for a bunch of like advice on how to make stuff and like how do we make intestines, how do we do this and that. And so I finally got up there to see what they were working with, and I said, well, can we show you what we had from last year and see what we can build on? Okay, great. So they open up the cabinet of supplies, and she pulls out a folded stack of like foam core board, and unfolds it is a red glitter skeleton. Rawr. And I was like, oh, okay. They said, we have all these pumpkin trick-or-treat buckets that we roll down the hill at people.
Well, that actually sounds awesome.
It was cool.
I think that's cool.
It was cool. There's only like
I'm just going to be a robo bear for the rest of the night.
We're about it. But
You're very muffled.
they were very excited to
Ro-
put some different kind of stuff in.
Robo Bear is probably the name of at least one adult film.
At least. At least.
It's probably sequel.
Right, James says, love to stitch the fur around the bird's skin a little bit.
Yeah, this mask is actually not done. It still has more hair work to do. More hair work, a little more detail paint. I'm going to flock the whole face. What's tomorrow? Thursday?
Thursday.
I'll probably do it tomorrow night on a live. But yeah, all this gets flocked. This gets more blood. He gets blue war paint. So, but he's well underway.
Right, James says he's really awesome. Resurrect Costume says if not, it is now. Alright. Then it is.
My backstory is that someone paid me. That sounds mercenary and crazy, but this isn't my dream. This is someone else's dream, and I get the honor of bringing it to life. So that's what's cool. It's so specific because it's a cyborg bear with half his face ripped away, and the other half has blue war paint. It's like this bear has seen some stuff. And I think that's awesome.
It says Terminate Bear.
Yeah, Terminate Bear. Yeah, but this will get hair, this will all get hair, this all gets flocked in here. And then I'll do more blood. I got to brown wax the teeth. And then the teeth are also going to get 5-minute epoxy all over this. And the nose will get 5-minute epoxy. And then the Robo Bear is done. Take this Robo Bear and learn to fly away. His muzzle reminds me of Cheney.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
It's an honor, Horror Beauty. It really is. We had a big talk about this. Even the stuff that I make and take to Trans World, it's not for people to buy as much as it is. We're showing people what we're capable of so that then they feel good trusting me with their ideas. If my stuff doesn't look good, then they're not going to trust me with their ideas. All I want in the world is for haunted houses to have their own original cool stuff. You know, every haunt being unique and having its own thing that it does really well makes me very happy. So,
Yeah, so it says now have another Thursday night live stream. Would you have an 11:30 a.m.
yeah, I have an AM tomorrow.
for Patreon?
Yeah, tomorrow AM is Patreon.
That's cool, Michelle Schulte. When I volunteered to go do the Minotaur and read a paper in college about something new about me, took the math for a visual, and they loved it. Made it, put it on.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or he says, okay, if I saw bears like that flying overhead, the first thought is, we're screwed.
Yes, cyborg bears should not fly. I feel strongly about that rule. All right, so I think that's it for the evening. Rude, you want to come say goodnight? I got done the bulk of what I wanted to do.
Dan McCorson says, I need to airbrush a morph suit to look like a lizard man. What technique do you use?
So you buy yourself some fishnet stockings, put the guy in the morph suit, and then you put the fishnet stockings over the person, and then you airbrush them, and you peel off the stockings, and they are Lizard Man. Bada boom, bada bing, Lizard Man.
Boom, lizard man. Instant lizard man, just add fishnet stockings.
Stacy, say goodnight.
I do. Good night.
Rue.
Great. Bye.
Good night, Rue.
And I say